Dig right in. What makes any good chicken is good, crispy skin, man. You hear the crunch on the skin? This skin on here was super flavorful. The chicken is extremely juicy. It's extremely hot and fresh. The flavor on this is actually perfect. It's a little greasy, but you know, when you get into eating fried chicken, but man, a little bit of spiciness, really seasoned, and just overall crunchy, crispy, and delicious, perfectly fried. I'm giving this a solid 9.2. What makes it so high is that I only paid $6 for this entire meal. 2 big pieces of chicken, juicy fries, dinner roll for $6. Sounds like a steal to me. This time we're gonna try to win with the hot sauce. They gave us this nice pack of hot sauce. I'm not sure where it's from, but it's a smacking usually. You can't eat Louisiana without the hot sauce. This hot sauce is smacking. That hot sauce really takes it up another notch, and it really adds to the kick of the wing. This overall is so delicious. I'm giving us this also a solid 9.5. But overall, this Louisiana gets a 10, just because the value is so elite. There's so many sirens over here, bro. Next, we're gonna try a delicious dinner roll. Not gonna lie, it looks a little dry, but we're gonna take the taste test. Yeah, standard dinner roll, not anything spectacular. I'm giving this a 4 out of 10. Last but not least, let's get to the fries. The fries are also cool, not really a standout like the chicken overall. I give the French fries like a 7 out of 10. None spectacular, none bad, but none extravagant. If you guys are over in this area, make sure you stop by Louisiana, but this one in particular, remember, be aware of the surroundings. Let's hit the next spot. Another LA classic is Goldberg Chicken. If you're from Los Angeles, this place is extremely nostalgic. We're on 83rd and Western, and that's supposed to be some of the most crispy, fresh, and delicious chicken. So let's dig right in. Man, it's like a hometown favorite. Let's do a 2-piece leg, wing and thigh, please. Let me do the biscuit also. I'll try them both. All right, what I love so much about Golden Bird is it feels so nostalgic. You come inside, you have the old chicken tablecloth. The menu is handwritten. The chicken is getting fried up nice and crispy, and they have like, you know, just that hand-touch feel. I feel like this is just a great place. So we'll see if the chicken matches. Thank you. You have any hot sauce? Gotta have the hot sauce. That's ketchup and hot sauce. Thank you so much. And y'all got the pickles. Ooh. Oh. Awesome. I feel like I'm at the cookout right now. We got a 2-piece meal. Of course, you got the thigh and a wing. We spent a total of $16 with the meal. We got a biscuit, cornbread, 2 pieces of chicken, French fries, and then you already know, can't have a meal without a bev. I will say that this chicken is a little more on the expensive side, especially when you compare it to someone like Louisiana, but we'll see if the flavors match. This chicken is fried extremely perfectly. It's nice and hot and fresh. Let's just dig right in. All right, first and foremost, crunch test. Now, skin is nice and crispy. It's so hot, too. First impressions, the skin, nice and crispy. It's not as crispy as some of the other favorites that we've had today, but it is very crispy. Crispiness level is right there. It's not as intact either, so when you take off a piece of chicken, the whole skin doesn't come off like it's fried super hard, which for some people might be a preference. I will say that the seasoning that's on the chicken is not that seasoned. The skin tastes a little dry. Though it has a perfect crunchiness, it really just lacking flavor. Like the batter is just missing some salt and pepper. Let's try with hot sauce. Again, the hot sauce is not really saving it for me. It's good, but it could really use a little bit more in the batter. I'll give this a good maybe 6.5. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's like you got the, you know they say C's get degrees? This is getting a degree. But, yeah, let's dig into the biscuits. Hey look, for that reason, I don't think I'll be trying to wing, but let's get into the sides and see maybe how they hold up to some of the other favorites we had today. So first off, we have the cornbread muffin. We all know I love a good piece of cornbread. Let's just dig right in. You know, I'm not mad at this at all. Nice crispy outside shell, moist on the inside. It would be great with some butter or some honey. Overall, they do a good job of making it nice and crispy with the moist inside. I give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. Now, Let's look into the biscuit. First impression, I think I'm gonna need some water after I eat this, but we'll see how it goes. The flavor-wise, the biscuit tastes good, but it is very dry. It has a little bit of moisture when you take a bite, but you know when you chew something so long, and I feel like it's gotta like, you almost gotta like. But again, I think what will really set it off to the next level is some butter, some honey, or just something to add a little bit of moisture to it. I give this maybe a 6. I'll give this a 6.5. Not crazy, but it's all right. Last but not least, we have the seasoned fries. It's not light skin at all. A lot of flavors on it. You did right in. Okay. We got something right. French fries are nice and seasoned. They're not really crispy, but they're not soggy. It tastes really good. I give the French fries about an 8 out of 10. Overall, Golden Bird chicken is pretty good. Not really anything spectacular. Would I come out my way for this place? No. But if you're over in the area, it definitely might be worth stopping by if you're just gonna do the chicken. I almost forgot the bev. We have a mix of their 2 delicious lemonades. It's good, but again, I feel like overall, everything here that I tried is really like floating at that like 6.5, 7 mark. Like it's not bad, but it's not exceptional. This is the next spot.
We're out here in Culver City at Honey's Kettle Fried Chicken. This place is extremely delicious and is one of my favorite chicken spots in all of Los Angeles. They have crispy chicken. It's nice and juicy and delicious, and they got some of the best beverages and biscuits in all of the city. This spot is banging. Let's dig right in. Dog, what the heck? How you been, bro? So we're doing today best fried chicken in LA. So you know how to get the.
You got to be my dad. Started the business.
Jordan, man.
This is
Hi, I'm Vincent.
Nice to meet you.
Good for you.
Man, I'm a big fan of you guys since like the beginning of time. It's like my favorite chicken. I told him that when we met at Culver.
That's right.
You were raised on it, huh?
It's our best
You and
biscuits.
a whole lot of people were. This started in 2000 in Compton.
Okay.
So we from Compton to Culver City. Been here now 26 years. Man, we pretty proud of what we have here.
Yeah. You guys
Very
have the
excited.
original Culver location?
No, we eventually closed that one.
Okay.
It really was my school of hard knocks. It was never really a business. It was more of learning the business. And then Culver City is the business. I still can't figure out how that happened.
And now look at the area too.
Yeah, the
You were
area.
here first. You know, I've always been curious. Where did the love for just fried chicken or food come from in general?
Let me go back to 73 when I got a summer job with Golden Bird Company. And Golden Bird was famous from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Okay.
You just left Golden Bird right before this video. Yep.
Okay. So I grew up in that company processing chicken in the middle of the night. We were doing graveyard jobs. I met a guy named Willie J. Stennis, who was the founder of Golden Bird. I became his understudy. By 1983, he gave me an opportunity to own the first franchise. And they called me the guinea pig. And boy, were they right. I never knew something could be that hard. Never forget the first day I met Mr. Stennis. I walked up to him and said, "Hi, Mr. Stennis, I'm Vincent Williams. I'm the warehouse manager." And he was a smaller guy. He looked up out of his glasses at me. He said, "Son, you got a critical job." And I felt myself literally salute. Click my heels, sir, whatever it takes. Look at this now.
Yeah.
Whatever it took.
Yeah.
I did whatever it took.
That's an amazing story. So you guys have some of the best fried chicken.
Right.
What do you feel like has been your secret sauce to your success?
One is the number of years. I've been doing this now 53 years. I didn't have the capital, didn't have the credit, but I had the ability to make a product that I just kept doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down to make it the most incredible product you'd ever eat, because I knew that would save me, because everybody would tell everybody. Now we're in the age of social media, where that word of mouth that used to travel, now it's 100 times or 1,000 times faster. We're trying to be better than anybody at this game. You know, because we know that, you know, when you go from the bottom to the top, you got to be the best. You asked me the question about passion and desire, right? Those are the things that drive me. I mean, some of the things I hear from people about, man, I couldn't get my daughter to eat at all until she came to Honey's Kettle. I had someone tell me just the other day, this kid, he wound up putting a Honey Kettle tattoo on his arm.
He got
a tat on his arm.
A real tattoo?
There's records in this, yeah.
Yeah, this is a real story.
Legit
a
tattoo.
real tattoo. And it's so rewarding, you know, because when I was back there just mopping floors, saying, oh my God, what I got myself into. It was almost like, be quiet, just keep your head down, keep on working, because one day you're gonna have this place called Honey's Kettle. It really has been a spiritual experience.
Of course, God guides your steps always. He calls you to where you're supposed to be.
That light is in front of you. If you follow it and don't get off track too far, follow that light, it'll take you where you belong.
That's amazing. I appreciate you telling me your story, man. It's great to meet you, Jordan, by the way.
You know, Vincent.
Nice to meet you, Vincent,
Nice to
of
meet
course.
you. They call me Chef Benny around here, but you can call me Vincent or Mr. Williams.
Chef Benny, Mr. Williams. Hey, look, Mr. Williams, Chef Benny. We got the family, too. Good stuff. We got the little bosses. Good to see you, brother. Oh, man, dude. Three-piece meal. Let's do an extra blueberry biscuit. Then let me get a nice strawberry lemonade. Yes, sir. We got 3 huge pieces of chicken, 2 thighs, 1 wing, 2 biscuits, French fries, and one of their special blueberry biscuits. We also got a size large strawberry lemonade and a size large blueberry lemonade. We spent a total of $40 on all this food. It's actually a pretty good deal considering how big the chicken is. Let's just look at this chicken, man. This is one humongous chicken thigh. It is nice and crispy. This is similar to the Goldenberg chicken. The fry looks exactly the same, but the flavors are absolutely different. So let's just dig right in and take a bite. Remember that crunch on the chicken, man? Oh, this is
It is so crispy and crunchy. The skin is actually really flavorful and it has a lot of structure to it, which is great. Oh.
ここに来るのは初めてです。よろしくお願いします。
Nice, juicy, and moist. Of course, if you're not eating dark meat, you're not eating the chicken right. Overall, the chicken is fried very well. The skin is like perfectly crispy. It can use a little bit more seasoning in the skin, but it does have a unique honey kettle flavor that's iconic to the restaurant. For me, I'm giving this a solid 9 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorite chickens. Let's try some of this with their homemade hot sauce. The nice chicken wing, the homemade hot sauce. Ooh, man, bro, this is so hot, so fresh. The hot sauce really takes it there, adds a little kick. Very fresh, nice and hot, and you honestly always get the quality ingredients. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. One thing you can't forget when you're eating honey kettle chicken is you gotta have the honey. The honey with the hot sauce, to me, is what makes this chicken special. So we're gonna put a little bit of honey on there, a little bit of hot sauce, and try it out. There we go. The honey, hot sauce. The sweetness matched with a little spicy. Strong 9 out of 10. We definitely gotta try the French fries. Nice thick cut, got some seasoning on it. Let's just try it out. So for me, the French fries are not my favorite. They're nice and fresh, but I feel like they could use a little more seasoning on them. They're a little bit of seasoning, but I prefer to use a little more extra seasoning. Next up, you already know we got two of my favorites. We got the nice biscuit, then we also got one of their secret menus, the blueberry biscuits. This thing right here, top tier. Let's just take a bite. They use so much fresh blueberries in here, freshly baked. You gotta hit it with the honey. Wow. 9.5 out of 10. Then last but not least, we gotta hit them with a regular biscuit. Gotta hit this one with the honey. Regular biscuit is awesome too. Great contrast if you don't like things that are too sweet. Overall, I'm gonna give them both biscuits a straight 9. Now let's get into the beverage. We got two lemonades, strawberry and blueberry. Blueberries for my filmer, because y'all always asking me if you ate or not. Yes, we eat on this side. So I'm gonna try the strawberry lemonade. Cheers. Man, bro, there are a few places in the world that have great strawberry lemonade. One of them is Cheesecake Factory. Another one is here. It tastes identical. Freshly squeezed lemonade. See the fresh strawberries in the bottom. Everything's made fresh. This lemonade for me is a 10. And you know it's a 10 because I got the large size. Normally I'm eating small stuff. I bought this for me to actually drink. This is definitely one of my favorite chicken spots. Let's hit the next spot and see how they hold up to everything else. But man, if you guys are in Culver City, make sure you stop by Honey's Kettle. Support a family-owned, black-owned business. We out. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and smash that hype button. That's how we grow on the channel. So I'd be very grateful if you guys can help me get to the next milestone, man. Let's get back to eating some good chicken. Next up on our fried chicken tour is Gus's world famous fried chicken. We are here on Crenshaw and Pico. We're gonna go inside and see how it compares to some of the other favorites that we've had today. Stick right in. All right, we got Gus's fried chicken. Who am I with today? Nelson. Nelson, got Big Nelson, the manager, man. So tell us a little bit about Gus. For people who've never tried it before, what can they expect? What's the food like?
All right, so it's a classic Southern fried chicken spot, originated in Mason, Tennessee. We've been here in LA for about 10. We've got several locations around California, but it stretches from California all the way across to the East Coast. Classic Southern fried chicken, nice little spice, nice little kick, good family owned.
Fire, man, I'm super excited. So what's your favorite things that are on the menu?
My personal favorite, I'm a white meat kind of guy, so breast, wings, classic, can't go wrong. The bean and slaw, one of my two favorite sides. But it's just good chicken.
So, I mean, you said you've been cooking for 15 years. Tell me about that. Where'd your love for food come from?
Since I was a kid, I wanted to go to culinary school. So once I got out of the military, I went to culinary school, got my degree in business management and whatnot. Decided to bounce around from country clubs to hospitals. Ended up here, and it's just a great fit, great vibe. It's just a great location. I enjoy what I do.
Appreciate the interview, dude. Thank you. Great answer. Sheesh. We got a whole half chicken from Gus's. We got a thigh, a wing, a breast, and a leg. So we literally got half the chicken, literally. But anyway, we're gonna dig into this. Nice crispy thigh. This chicken is golden fried. Look at this. It looks like it's very seasoned, so we're gonna just taste it and see. First impression is the skin has so much flavor. It has a nice little kick to it, but it's not as crispy as some of the other chicken that we've had today. It's very flavorful, but I feel like it's missing something. It's not as crunchy, but it has a slight kick, a little bit of a spiciness to it, which I really like. The chicken is extremely juicy. Like you can see it just dripping the juices in the chicken, which is amazing. A plus, nice and juicy, flavorful. At the underspiced tones, I'll give this a solid like 8 out of 10.
よろしくお願いします。
And this entire plate of chicken was only $21, which is a pretty good deal, considering that. Let's try French fries. A palm first glass. These are the normal seasoned fries that we saw today. Good old fried chicken seasoning. Tastes like it's got a nice bit of like Lawry's with some Old Bay. Unfortunately, it's hard to beat that Louisiana chicken from today. But I would definitely put Gus up here. These are my favorites. I'm gonna give this spot a solid 8.2 out of 10. Gotta have the Southern sweet tea. Good old Gus's famous fried chicken sweet tea. Take a sip. I'm not gonna rate this one. It's not the craziest. It's cool. Every chicken spot that we've had today has been extremely delicious, except for maybe one. Every restaurant has its own different unique flavor. You got Southern fried chicken that has a lot of spice in the batter, very flavorful. Then you have something that's classic Louisiana chicken, very spicy, a lot of just peppers and different things like that. Then you have something that's a little more luxe, like Howlin' Rays that we're gonna go to next. You got honey kettle where it's a little more simple batter, but it's just really focused on the crunch and has great accessories. It really just depends on where you want to go. But the East Coast, West Coast, Nashville, Southern, they all got different flavors of chicken. And we're trying to find out who got the best. Let's hit this next spot. All right, you guys can't mention fried chicken without naming one of the greats. We are out here in K-Town. We're about to have some Korean fried chicken. We're at Goltong on Western and 4th Street. Today we tried California style, Southern style. Now we got to try Korean style. Let's dig right in. How are you? What tastes good? Okay, yeah, let's just do the regular crispy chicken with the cinnamon on the side. That's great. How long have you been open for?
6.5 years.
6.5 years?
Yeah.
Are you the main chef too? Wow, you do everything. You make movies?
No influence.
Cool.
Nice day.
Thank you, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Guys, I have been eating fried chicken all day. The next video that we're gonna do is gonna be a salad tour, a gym tour. Anyway, guys, we have Goltong, the Korean fried chicken. We have Mr. Goltong right inside the director. Man, this chicken looks crazy fire. We spent $24 on this, like a little over half piece of chicken. Came with a fruit salad, a bunch of chicken. Korean fried chicken is most notably known for being extremely crispy. So we're just gonna see how it holds up to some of our favorites from today. They didn't actually give us like a bone-in chicken, which is very different from all the other ones. So I'm hoping this is extremely juicy. But either way, it looks crispy. Whew, ha ha. Let me say this. It's not my favorite from the day. It's all right. I think when I think of Korean fried chicken, I think of something a little crispier. And I'm a little disappointed by the fact that it's in strips. Though I will say, though it's in strips, it is a bit juicy, but it's not really my favorite. Let's try it with the sauce. Let me try with the sauce. That's a honey garlic. Let's try it. The sauce tastes like a honey mustard and it's definitely saving the chicken, but chicken itself, man, no, let's just try this next sauce. This sauce is supposed to be really spicy, like a sweet spice. Gives like a raspberry with a kick. Well, I'm not really feeling this spot, you guys. This is definitely of the spots that we tried today, my least favorite. I wouldn't be returning, but I have to give it a rating. I'll give it like a smooth, for me, I'm giving this like a 5, bro. It's not horrible. Let's hit the last spot and get the bounce about it here. For the final spot on today's chicken tour, we are at one of the most iconic fried chicken spots in all of Los Angeles. We are at Howlin' Rays. They are the originators, godfathers of the Nashville hot chicken. They have some of the best fried chicken in all of LA. And we're gonna see how they hold up to some of the local favorites out here. I've been here a million times. They have amazing sauces, amazing seasonings, and the staff really gives an excellent experience. Stick right in.
What's up, man?
How you doing, Mark? Good to see you, man.
How are you?
Good, good. Let's just do the leg and thigh.
Nice. Gotcha.
Chicken fries.
Leg and thigh country, fries, and a comeback sauce.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be $22.50. Well, man, if you want some.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, man. We got the nice order of fries. You know, last but not least, the delicious fried chicken. We got the Howlin' fries, Howlin' chicken, and the delicious sauce. And for the beverage, water. We got a nice leg and thigh with a pickle. This thing looks
よろしく
delicious.
お願いします
Though Holland Rays is known for its hot chicken, they have very tasty and delicious country heat, which is really just a plain, delicious piece of fried chicken served on a nice bread with a good old pickle. I can tell you right now, based on first impression, this looks delicious. Look at the seasoning that's on this french fry, bro. It's got seasoning. Even the country chicken right here, you can see all the seasonings that are on top. So let's just dig right in. There's a very nice and crispy piece of fried chicken, and has a pretty good crunch to it. So it definitely has a good level of saltiness, which I really like. It's not as flavorful as some of the other things. I think what really makes Nashville hot chicken shine is a little spice. And for me, Howlin' Ray's best flavor is that medium if you really like spicy, or mild because it really adds a little bit of kick to it. The country heat to me, just a plain fried chicken is good, but it's not my absolute favorite. We're the big boss here for the rating. So you know, I've never had the country heat before. And I definitely think that the chicken is nice and crispy. But when it comes to the country heat, I think it tastes I think the chicken tastes better when you get like a mild one. That's where it really shines.
No, I mean, well, you gotta make food for everyone. Not everyone's here for the spice. Not everyone wants that. So, my mom, she's not gonna eat the mild.
Yeah.
She's going straight for the country because she wants like the more traditional fried chicken. So,
Yeah. But yeah, so for those who don't know, it's my guy. Introduce yourself to the people.
my name's Matt Jacobson. I've been here for 9 years. So yeah, no, it's been nothing but great times.
So I guess for those who've never experienced Howlin' Rays before, what can they expect? I mean, it's been a lot of changes since I first started coming
Yeah.
here, where you guys let us sit down in the restaurant and everything.
Yeah. No, I mean, COVID, that changed a lot for us, but I mean, it's a lot more accessible now.
Yeah, so tell me about Howlin' Rays. I mean, you guys been here for like almost...
Came up on our 10-year anniversary. We've seen almost every single iteration, evolution of it. Chef Julian, he was a guest at the food truck, so he saw it from infant stages. Chef Johnny, he went to Nashville, he went to go stage for Sean Brock, went on his lunch, went to Princess, found out about hot chicken, started studying from all the families out there, and it's like, you know what, can I have your blessing? Can I please bring this to Los Angeles? And in a nutshell, without all the side dishes, everything, that's the story of what Howlin' Rays was, and also it's a tribute to Chef's dad. So Howlin' being the song that, or the artist that Chef Johnny, when he took that first bite, that's what he was listening to, and then Ray being Chef Johnny's dad.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So it's
Yeah.
like the song plus the family, everything's got together. So you've
Correct.
been here for 10 years, so
Correct.
just tell me what that journey has been like, man. I mean, this is a great place to be. You guys do so many cool projects.
It's a very humbling place to be. One thing that Chef always says, once you think you're here, then it starts going down here. So it's always room for growth. Even though we're serving one thing, we want to do it the best that we can. What does the world need? What do you need? What does the community need to make something really, really great? And I would say that community is one really great word to encapsulate what this restaurant is community. Me leaving the military, joining here, my first conversation with Johnny was, I want camaraderie, I want community. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not just looking to 9 to 5 it. We have people here who've been here longer than me. We've been here, people who've never worked in the food industry, who end up like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here indefinitely, as long as you keep me.
For someone who's never experienced Howlin' Rays before, who might be out of state, what can they expect when they come to the restaurant?
Leave your ego wherever you want. Don't go for the hottest thing just because you do all hot things. Mild, medium's great. Jordan will tell you, Howlin' Plus is no joke.
It's no joke.
It's no joke. We'll explain to you what you're getting into. We're not going to sugarcoat it. The hot's hot. Like, just the hot itself has habanero and ghost pepper in it. But aside from the food, what you should be expecting, what you will expect is hospitality. Is, hey, how are you doing? Just asking you how your day is. Dude, I'm going to make this experience for you something that you'll never forget. And that's what we want to do for every single guest.
Gotta come through to support the guys, man.
Gotta
Best
come
fried
through.
chicken in the city.
Community.
You already know. Hey, I don't know, man. You ever had the fried chicken in Louisiana?
Nah, you're going to have to take me.
Not gonna lie, man. They might have y'all beat.
We'll see. All right, I'll see you soon.
Good to see you, bro. Of course. The Howlin' Ray's the Howlin' Ray chicken is very delicious. It's made extremely fresh and it's seasoned really well. Though I will say, getting country is really like a understatement of what Howlin' Ray's can do. I give the country a good 8 out of 10. It's very fresh, very flavorful, not too salty, really a good amount of crispiness. It's not as crispy as some of the spots that we've had, but it's really good. If you get a mild or a medium, though, I think that's where the flavors shine. They make hot chicken. Once you start tasting the spices and start taking those things, it tastes really great. These French fries also have some of this chicken seasoning. Honestly, these are some of my favorite fries. I give the fries a 10. Howlin' Wing, I would give it a strong 9.5 out of 10. The flavors are amazing. You can't really go wrong with Howlin'. All right, you guys, and that's a wrap from the fried chicken tour. Now let's rank my favorite spots. For my number one, we're going with Louisiana fried chicken. That chicken was seasoned perfectly, extremely crispy and delicious. Everything about that chicken slapped. Number two, I'm gonna have to go with Howlin' Ray's. Even though we got the country heat today, that medium and that mild is some of my favorite chicken that I've ever had. They have the best French fries in all of the city, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Number three, we're going Honey's Kettle, one of my classic hometown favorites. Best biscuits, best drinks, and some of the crispiest, crunchiest chicken in all of the city. Number four, we're going with Gus's fried chicken. That chicken was also extremely delicious. The fry and the seasoning inside was immaculate, and it was a nice take on good southern fried chicken. Number five, we're going with the classic Goldenberg chicken. Wasn't my favorite, but it's good. It's like one of those, if you're there, you're looking for chicken craving, it'll satisfy that for you. And then finally, on today's list, we have Gold Tongue at number 6. That wasn't my favorite, and I was a bit disappointed that it was boneless chicken. I'm usually not a big boneless guy, and I feel like the flavors are typically probably disguised by the sauces. But hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, hit that hype button, and if we get to 5,000 likes, then I'll take a trip to the Bay Area or go try another food tour. Maybe we'll hit a fair, maybe we'll hit something crazy. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next video. We out.
Every NBA decade is special in its own right, but the 1990s might be the most iconic of all time. During the 90s, we witnessed the greatest scoring run ever, the greatest rebounding reign ever, and the continued excellence of the all-time assist leader. We saw the best team ever assembled. We saw records that will likely never be broken, as well as notable rule changes and the continued globalization of the NBA as it became the most popular basketball league on the planet. Legendary feuds, iconic game winners, tattoos, dyed hair, and cornrows were all part of the decade that produced some of the greatest moments in NBA history. This is the full recap of the 90s, from the 1990 season until 1999. The 1989 NBA season ended with 25 franchises, and the 90s started with 27 as the Minnesota Timberwolves and Orlando Magic joined the league. But one of the biggest changes came from the coaching side, as the Chicago Bulls hired an unproven coach who looked like a hippie and used sage during practices, but would end up retiring with more rings than fingers. NBC and TNT became new broadcasters.
Unsullied by sponsorship since 1989.
The 1989-90 season was historical due to the first influx of international players who would all end up in the Hall of Fame. Vlade Divac, Drazen Petrovic, Sarunas Marciulionis, and Alexander Volkov. However, the first pick of the '89 draft was one of the biggest busts of all time.
The Sacramento Kings select Purvis Ellison from the University of Louisville.
But it wasn't all bad, as Sean Kemp, Glenn Rice, and Tim Hardaway also got drafted. And yet, the biggest addition to any team was the one of David Robinson, who was the first overall pick in 1987, but decided to stay in the Navy for 2 years. With the Admiral in the lineup, the Spurs improved by 35 games, which was the biggest turnaround in NBA history at the time, and Robinson became just the second newcomer who won Rookie of the Year unanimously. Jordan led the league in scoring for the 4th consecutive season, but in one of the closest MVP ballots ever, where 4 different players had a realistic chance to win, MJ finished 3rd in MVP voting, behind Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson, who won his 3rd MVP award. Dennis Rodman won his first Defensive Player of the Year, even though he averaged less than 1 steal and block per game, while Hakeem somehow finished 2nd, despite averaging 2.1 steals and a league-leading 4.6 rejections. Olajuwon also notched a quadruple-double during the season, becoming only the 3rd player in NBA history to do so. In the All-Star game, East dominated the West, but Magic took home the MVP. And it was only the third time in history a player on a losing team won the All-Star MVP. In the dunk contest, Dominique Wilkins defeated Kenny Smith, whose knees weren't as crooked yet, to win his second slam dunk title. In the playoffs, despite having the MVP and the Coach of the Year, the Lakers struggled in their first year without Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and got defeated by the Suns in the second round.
It is all over. The Lakers have been eliminated.
However, it was the Portland Trailblazers who won the West, behind a great backcourt duo of Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler. In the East, Michael Jordan got his second conference finals, but for the third year in a row, he got punched, kicked, and grabbed by the Pistons and their Jordan rules. MJ still pushed the Pistons to Game 7, where he would score 31 points with 8 rebounds and 9 assists. But the rest of the Bulls starters shot an abysmal 23% from the floor, scoring just 43 points. And the Pistons blew them out to advance to their third consecutive NBA Finals. In the championship round, it was very close, as 4 games were decided by less than a 6-point margin of victory. But the Pistons proved their championship pedigree, winning the title in 5 games, with Isaiah Thomas as the Finals MVP. Isaiah played the best series of his life, scoring 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists, shooting 54% from the field and an unbelievable 69% for 3. Drazen Petrovic, who was by far the best player in Europe and one of the 10 best shooters in basketball history, played garbage time minutes. Shows how much the NBA teams didn't trust the Euros back then. And when the 1990-91 NBA season rolled around, it came with a lot of changes. 8 teams changed their coaches, most notably the LA Lakers, whose Pat Riley resigned as the head coach after 9 years and 4 championships.
Pat Riley, of his own doing, resigned as coach of the Lakers. He knew as early as February he was going to do it. After the season, he made an agreement with Jerry Buss not to announce it until his replacement had been selected.
The Orlando Magic didn't change their coach, but they changed conferences. And after they had more travel miles than any other team, they unsurprisingly returned to the East after 1 year. There were also some rule changes. The NBA instituted the Trent Tucker rule, named after Trent Tucker, who hit a walk-off 3-point field goal at the buzzer in the previous season, with 0.1 seconds left on the clock. The new rule prevented any shot from being taken with up to 0.2 seconds left in the period, except for tip-ins. And after years of hacking, mainly by the rough bad boy Pistons, the NBA introduced the flagrant foul. In the otherwise weak draft class, Hall of Famers Gary Payton and Tony Kukoc were drafted, even though the Croatian forward would stay in Europe for the next 3 seasons. The season started in Tokyo, at least for the Suns and Jazz, who played their first game of the season in Japan, as the NBA became the first major professional sports league to play outside North America. On December 30th, 1990, Scott Skiles handed out 30 assists in a game against the Nuggets, which set an NBA record that still stands today. Rodman repeated as the Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem changed his name. Barkley spat on a little girl sitting courtside, while Jordan won another scoring title and his second MVP award. This was also the first season since 1981 that the Lakers didn't have the #1 seed in the Western Conference, which is insane and tells you how great of a player Magic Johnson was. The Lakers would defeat Hakeem's Rockets and the Run TMC Warriors in the first 2 playoff rounds. But in the conference finals, everyone expected the #1 seeded Blazers to advance to the finals again. However, Magic showed that he still owned the West, making his 9th trip to the finals in 12 years. Another crazy feat.
The stage is set for the Air Magic Show in the NBA Finals. Starting Sunday, it'll be Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls against Magic Johnson and the LA Lakers.
But the biggest story happened in the East. After years of bullying, Michael Jordan and his Bulls finally shook off the Detroit Pistons in a clean series sweep. And before the final buzzer sounded in Game 4, Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons walked off the court, passing by the Bulls bench with their heads down, refusing to congratulate the winners. MJ took this personally, and 1 month later he had his revenge on Isaiah. But more on that later. In the finals, things didn't start so well for the Bulls, as the Lakers won Game 1 in Chicago. But then Scottie Pippen started guarding Magic, which changed everything and turned the series around. Jordan was absolutely spectacular, with 31 points and 11 assists, and nearly 3 steals on average, while shooting 55% from the field and 50% from 3. The 1991 Jordan was the best version of Michael, and it produced one of the most famous layups in NBA history. Bulls won the series in 5 games, and of course, Jordan was the finals MVP. But now, let's talk about Michael's revenge on Isaiah Thomas. 1 month after the season, around the time when Terminator 2 ruled the box office, the NBA League, Commissioner Stern, and the U.S. Olympic program agreed to send NBA players to the Olympics after the collegiate athletes only won bronze in 1988. First call was for Michael, who famously accepted to play, but only if Isaiah Thomas wasn't on the team. And on September 21st, 1991, it was officially announced that NBA stars would participate in the Olympics. The 10 players chosen were Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, Chris Mullin, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, and John Stockton. When the public saw Isaiah off the list, the Olympic Committee received a lot of backlash because Thomas was widely considered the second best point guard ever behind Magic.
こに来るのは初めてです。よろしくお願いします。血の準備はいいですか？あ、そうですか。はい。そうらがれきを集まれ！神々のソーダじゃ！